Good evening guys, and welcome to round 6 of the SRA GTi challenge. This time round coming from Aldo Scribante. Twisty, twitchy, quick little track with a long straight, and a lot bound to happen. What we thought was going to be a Mark 1 clean sweep, well, we got a surprise there. Justin Davies, Class B driver, having moved up from Class B to Class A, taking pole position in his maiden race in Class A. Next to him we have Jacques Jordan, followed by, just want to make sure here, third place Mark Guy, a welcome return in the whole Sunbred Racing Golf, unfortunately running in not his original colours, but he took it on third place. John Massou leading the championship in fourth place. Jaco Visser, the first MK2 Golf out there, in fifth place. Henry Kraus, sixth place in another Mark 1 Golf, and then the two lonely polos at the back to 9. Kubi getting used to Class A all the way from Class B, running the SRA Sim Shop Polo in 7th place, and Melvin Goos in the SRA Bitstream Polo in 8th place. Now I've got to say, Class A only 0.3 seconds adrift between the guys, so it is super close and anything can happen, and probably will. Then 8 contenders in Class C. Remember, these guys are driving with a 50% restrictor, so they're much slower. We've got Donovan Vermaak driving for Best Drive, taking pole there in Class C, 9th overall. Wayne Mitten in the Indy Oil Golf, racing for my boot team, taking 2nd in class. Rian van der Westhuizen in the PZN Racing Golf, taking 3rd place. Marvin Simpson in a Mark 1 Golf, taking 4th. Chris Foley, JBV Patrol Polo, in 5th. Then we have Christian Liebenberg in the CCB Racing Mark II from Namibia in 6th. Karel Brein in 7th in another JBV Patrol Mark 1 Golf. And then 8th, Rudy van der Westhuizen in the PZN Racing Polo. Again, very close times there. The guys just over a second apart. We're going to cross over to the stream. They are on grid. They're getting ready to race, and it should be one hell of a race. Unfortunately, Ryan Ludik, co-commentator, unable to join us tonight and unable to race as well. But it should be a good one, and let's see what happens. As we see the car there of Justin Davies, we're going to start from the word go on the starting line. They've got a pretty long run up to the first corner. We see a lot of guys in there. Jaco Visser joining. Jaco, I just posted the stream. It should be there with you now. I am going to try and keep up with these guys. A lot happening. We're going to fly between Class A and C, but it should be a good one. We can hear the guys revving up. Only a couple of seconds to go. As I said, alone in chat, and not as much fun as when Ryan was here, but we're going to make the best of it. And we see them flying, and Jacques Jordan getting a massive start. John Massou there in the background. We see Jaco Visser, we see Mark Guy, all of them, but Justin Davies has flown off the line. He's got the grip down. He is in the lead. He's closely followed there by Jacques Jordan. John Massou taking 3rd place. 4th place, Henry Kraus on the outside there of Mark Guy. Oh, and Jacques runs wide. So Jacques has gone from 2nd place right down to 5th or 7th place. Now it's between Justin Davies and John Massou. John Massou currently leading the championship, and he is going to do his best to try and catch up with Justin. Justin now leading all the way from Class B. His first race in Class A, and he is doing one hell of a job here leading the race. In the background there, pole sitter Donovan Vermaak. Well, he's being passed now there by Jacques Jordan, who went off. So Jacques dropped down, right down the field. We see Donovan Vermaak there leading Class C, and he's chased down by Wayne Mitten all the way from the Cape in the Indy Oil VW Golf Mark 1. So Donovan Vermaak there staying up with the Class A cars, strange enough, with it. But now you will see, as they go down the straight, you will see the power difference. He is going to fly away from Donovan there, and you can see Jacques clearly pulling a gap there. We're going to go to the front of the field, and we see a massive dice there between Mark Guy and John Massou. So John Massou now, having lost out to Mark Guy making his return, only his 2nd race back after quite an absence, having to work, and he is putting this goal through his paces. He'll be back next week with his proper racing skin or racing livery, so to speak, and we see Henry Kraus there in 5th place, if I'm correct. Yes, Henry Kraus in 5th place, and Melvin has come up to 6th place with Jaco Wiese in 7th and Tina Kubi in 8th. But a bit of a battle starting to engage here. We see, and John has repassed my guy there, so Henry Kraus now also coming into the running. It's 3 Mark 1 Golfs fighting for 2nd place, followed by Polo and a Mark 2 Golf. And we see Tina is not happy on this track. He is very, very quick, but he is falling back ever so slightly at the moment. Massive dice going on here. This will be a slipstream affair here. The Polo we know is very, very strong down the straight, but the Mark 1s do get a better run out of the corners, and they will be flying and trying to avoid a Polo coming in on them on the slip. Jaco Wiese not happy with the Mark 2. The Mark 2 a bit heavier than the rest of the cars, and it's not happened on a twisty track like this. But he is not going to hold back. He's going to push that bitstream Golf as hard as he possibly can and try and get as many points as he possibly can. Yeah, thanks Inku. It's not easy. Unfortunately, Ryan unable to be here tonight, so haven't got the eyes and ears that I usually have, but we're going to try and make the best of it. We see in the background there, we're going to stick with this dice. It's close racing. Melvin goes there on the inside of Henry Kraus there. Is he going to make the move stick? He's on the outside now. Henry's got the inside line. Jaco Wiese also lining up a move there. Can he put his nose on the inside of Melvin? Almost touching as he goes through there. They're pushing it really hard. Henry Kraus is at the door. Jaco's on the outside there. This is some close action here, guys. But now both of these guys going to have a run on Henry as they go down the main straight. Slipstream effect coming into work here. And Melvin right on the rear bumper of Henry. Jaco on the rear bumper of Melvin. What's going to happen here? Melvin goes for a dive on the inside. And Jaco is deciding which way he's going to go. He's not going to lose out of position here. Nice on the inside. Henry running a bit wide. Melvin has made the move. Is Jaco going to make the move stick? Jaco is going for a pass there on Henry. Side by side. Really, really close there. Jaco runs a bit wide. And this allows Tina to join the fight now. So Tina and Kubi there joining in. And Jacques Jordan has returned. He's also at the back of the pack. And a lot happening here, guys. I'm going to need some more dop here to keep my throat working. And we see Jaco for a bit. Not sure what happened there. I think Henry having one too many martinis. Jaco also running wide there. So the battle going on there now between Tina and Jacques Jordan. They made good work of it. They got through and they are chasing each other really, really hard now at the moment. Jacques Jordan there, followed by Tina and Kubi. So currently in first place we do have Justin Davies. He is running away with this one. He's about a second ahead of John Massou. John Massou working his butt off to try and catch up with that Polo. John has really got his work cut out. Justin is flying in this race. He put it on pole. You can see the Polo super smooth through there. Bit of a sideways slide there, but not losing any time. John there in second place, Marga in third place. Fourth place we have got Melvin Gous in the bitstream Polo. And these four guys are chasing each other really, really hard. Fifth place now we have none other than Jacques Jordan trying to come back through the field. I'm just trying to get his car here, there, yes. And then Donovan Vermaak at the moment leading Class C. He is currently ahead in Class C. And behind him we see Wayne Mitten chasing really hard, not really making an impact at the moment, but we're going to keep our eyes on this and see what happens from here on forward. I hope the sound is okay there, guys. If you can just tell me if we need to adjust anything. As I said, I haven't got the eyes and ears that I usually have. Sadly, Ryan Lurik unavailable to be here tonight. He would have loved to be here, but due to the South African internet service, he is unable to join us. Then we see third in Class C currently. Not sure if he's had an off or whether he's just trying to come back. I do believe there was some contact at the back. And Chris Foley currently also JBV driver, currently running in third place, a lonesome third place there. And then we see in fourth place we have Christian Liebenberg, followed by Karel de Bruin in the orange JBV Golf. And he's followed by Marvin Simpson. We're going to go back to the head of the front of the pack, and we see Justin Davies there currently still leading, but John has caught up. John has caught up to Justin Davies, and in turn Mark Guy is catching up to John Massou. So John Massou currently, you see him locking up there. The Golf not too happy, not sure whether he is currently struggling at the moment. Yes, we also have, thank you for that, Rian Donovan for Mark currently. No, he is not in Class C, is he? Yes, he is in Class C, but he had a bit of off. We will try and catch up with him. He's trying to make his way back. But we'll keep our eyes on that one. We're going to try and stick with this battle at the moment. It's for Class A and top honours. We have got Justin Davies and John Massou, followed by Mark Guy in third, Melvin Gous in fourth. And then still in fifth place currently is none other than Jacques Jordan. And he's ever so slightly pulling away from Tina and Kubi. And Henry Kraus there, having had an off earlier in the race, is moving, trying to get back through the places. He's quite high up in the championship, and he is really pushing that Mark 1 Martini Golf. You see, Henley, you've done it again. He's already bent the car. He does that every single race. We're going to give him a draadkar. I think that'll work best, because he bends everything that he gets his hands on. It shouldn't be JVP Petrol Racing, it should be Henley Kraus Damages Cars Racing. But there we see Henry Kraus there in the slippery of T9 Kubi. Is he going to make a move? He goes to the outside. T9 covering his line. He's allowed to only once. He's got the inside. That might give Henry a bit of a run towards the next corner. Very, very tricky one through the twitches here. Well, the S's, I should say. No. T9 has got that polo dialed in perfectly. He's not going to make it easy for Henry. And Henry has got his work cut out. Unfortunately, we see Jacovici there falling back. As I said, the Golf 2 not happy here at all. We've seen it in qualifying, we've seen it in practice. It's a bit of a heavier car. It wants a lot more legs, and Aldo does not give the legs it wants. But going to Tony Russ next round, in reverse, it should work in the favour of the Golf. I hope so. Anyways, back to the front. Justin Davies still leading the race. He is coming under more and more pressure from Jean Massou there. So Jean really pushing very, very hard, trying to catch up, and we can see he's catching up. Justin just unsettling the car slightly there. That will allow Justin, if he gets a good run, to catch right up to him through the S's. Margai there in third place, almost starting to lose touch, but he's not giving up. You can see him pushing that Mark 1 Golf as hard as he possibly can. Livery currently running the Luke livery, but he will be back in the Wholesome Bred Racing Golf next week. The panel beating company or livery company making a bit of a mistake with his livery, and he could not use it tonight. But back to the racing. We see Justin Davies there. He's trying to maintain the gap, but you can see John is on the limit and ever so slightly catching up. So we might be looking at a mid-race battle as we go into the last corner up to the main straight. The guys currently about 11 minutes into the race, so they've got 6 minutes plus 1 lap to fight, which will give you about 5 or 6 laps, and it is going to be 6 laps of super close racing, I do believe. And we see John there in the slipstream, that Mark 1 Golf super quick down the straight, getting the drive out of turn 8, and Justin is going to be under attack from John Massou. John Massou, the championship leader at the moment, and he is going to try and get maximum points here. Justin Davies, first time in Class A, he can feel the pressure. You can see him running on the grass there, really pushing that polo as hard as he possibly can. And then we see Mark Guy now. If these guys start to fight, Mark will surely catch up. And John Massou going for a move. No, he does not pull it off. Justin really sideways under braking there. That allows John, if he gets a better drive here, he will be able to make a pass as they go into the main straight. Just reading the comments here, and now the Polo is probably one of the most stable cars out there, but the Mark 1, as you can see, once you've dialed it in, is super fast, as well as the Mark 2, but the Mark 2 probably the most trickiest car to get sorted. And I think the the only driver or two drivers who's got the car dialed in perfectly is Ryan Lurik, unfortunately not racing tonight, and Sean Olivier, who we will see in Class B in Racing Mark II later on. And there we see John Massou going for a move. No, he backs out of it. He decides it's better not to go for it. He knows he's got the pace. He is going to do his best to try and catch up. We're just going to see what's happening in Class B here, guys. Has Wayne Mitten caught up? No, Wayne Mitten. We see Donovan Vermaak still in the best drive polo there, leading Class C. Second place, we have Wayne Mitten. We're going to go back to the lead, try and see what's happening there. And we see the guys side by side there. John Massou into the hairpin, taking the lead now. John Massou is fourth the whole race forward. Now Justin Davies is under pressure from Mark Guy. So Mark Guy now really pushing that golf, going for the outside. Melvin Gous is going to try and take an advantage of this. He's in fourth place. He knows as soon as Justin gets away, he's not going to be able to catch. So Mark Guy going for the inside. And we see John Massou all on his own running wild there. John Massou having gone from the lead to fourth place in the matter of one corner. Justin Davies there retaking the lead. Mark Guy taking second place, and he's under pressure now from Melvin Gous in the Bitstream Polo. And then we have John Massou having to fight his way back from fourth place and see if he can come back to first. I don't think he'll have the time to do it, but let's see. And Justin over the curb there. Bit of a deep cut there. Will he loses some time to Mark. Will Mark be able to put a move on him? Mark playing it safe, backing out of it. He's not going to lose that second position. He is. And Davis again onto the curb. So it's come to the point where the polo now starts to overheat its tires, and we've seen it plenty of times in this league. And now you've got to back off and really drive it like a little lady in order to get the grip. And Justin locking up the back there. This will allow Mark to get into the groove of things. And who's going to be the winner? We've got a four-way battle for first place for the win in Class A as well as overall. We see Melvin Gous the back there pushing really hard, sliding the polo. John Massou looking a bit out of place there. Justin again, sideways under braking. So the tires are starting to wear very, very quick now. The guys, about 4 laps to go if I'm correct. They are more than halfway through the race. They have got about 8 minutes to go. And it's going to be 8 intense minutes. Here the guys gearing down. They're going to the corner. Both polos going in sideways. And a bit of contact there between Melvin Gous and Mark Guy. We're going to cross to that one. This has allowed Justin Davies to pull away ever so slightly. So the 4-way battle has gone down to a 3-way battle now. We can see a bit of damage there on the Golf Mark 1. And John Massou now right on the rear bumper. And look at this. Jacques Jordan through all of this has scored out both cars running wide, as does Jacques. So now it's a 4-way battle for second place, and Justin will be able to pull away as soon as these guys start battling each other for position. Sorry, I need a smoke, guys. This is all way too intense. Mark Guy there doing a splendid job. Started in Class B, that one race, moved up to Class A, and he's right up there as he is always and should be. Contending for second place, making that golf super wide, not putting a foot wrong. Under pressure now down the main straight. We know the polo is super quick down the main straight once it gets a slip. Mark covering the inside line. He keeps it there. Melvin's going to go for the outside. John Massou having no answer at the moment. He had a bad drive out of the corner. Cars are side by side. Almost touching there. Mark just keeping the line clean. Yes, he can move out. He's got the line there. John trying to put his nose on the inside of Melvin Gous there. They've got the S's coming up. All of this is allowing Jacques Jordan to get right into the action there. But still, Mark Guy keeping Melvin Gous behind him, and John Massou looking for every single possible move to get past Melvin Gous for third place. So John putting it sideways there, all the cars just touching the grass there. This is one massive battle, and Mark Guy currently, again, a little of a touch there on the outside. Melvin on the inside of Mark Guy, not sure, and Melvin pushes in, and then John Massou getting touched there by Jacques Jordan. So very, very close racing ongoing here. Bit of contact here and there, but all good. The guys are doing it in good spirit, and they are battling their hearts out. They go down the main straight. It's 3 Mark, got 1 goal now, battling a polo. Justin Davies, as I said, pulling away as soon as the battle started between the guys here. Going back to Mark Guy. Mark Guy is going to try and get back that second place. Melvin Gous has passed him. Not sure if the tyres are playing a role here. But you can see the 2 teammates at the back, John Massou and and Jacques Jordan battling a hell of a battle, and Jacques is trying to make up places. He was quicker in qualifying. Don't know if Team Order is going to come into play here. They're both driving for the same team. John is leading the championship. Jacques is the quicker driver in qualifying. Will they be allowed to battle, or will the team captain say, no, you stay posted? Not sure. No, guys, it's not that serious. These guys can battle as much as they want, unless they talk to each other and say, hey, but back off. And then in the background there, we see Henry Kraus in the Martini Golf, trying to fight his way back. Not doing a bad job at all. He's come all the way from the back through the Class C cars, and going to get some valuable points here. Doesn't seem like Henry is too happy at Aldo at the moment, and the car not working for him. But we see John Massou, Jacques Jordan, Marguy, Henry Kraus more or less settling down now. No more attacks, no more late braking. Although, yeah, well, Jacques is still going for it. Not as hard as he would have liked to, but he is still trying to catch up. Going back to the Class C battle there, we see Donovan van Mark still leading there. Wayne Mitten maintaining the gap, but not really able to catch up with him. We're going to try and see who is currently in third place. I do believe it should still be Chris Foley. Yes, Chris Foley crossing the line there in third place. He is followed by Karel de Bruin, closely followed by Marvin Simpson. Then we have Rian van der Westhuizen. He had a good qualifying run, but unfortunately had an off somewhere. I think in the early, that's really van der Westhuizen in the moment. Sorry, two van der Westhuizen in here. We are actually looking for Rian van der Westhuizen. There we have him. Currently running 5th in Class C, and as I said, good qualifying time for him, but unfortunately a bit of an incident earlier in the race, and he's trying to make his way back, but just keeping it safe, getting the points in there and doing a solid race. As we go back to the lead, we see Justin Lavis there sideways into turn 1, and I think he has won this race. Yes, Justin Davies there, then taking the win. First time Class A, maiden win, maiden race. Well done there, Justin. Second place, Melvin Gous. Third place, Mark Guy in the Wholesome Bread Racing VW Golf. Fourth place, John Massou, unfortunately throwing it all away, all on his own into the last corner earlier or midway through the race. Jakovice coming back there, passing Henry Kraus, taking 5th place. Henry Kraus then taking 6th place to 9 Kubi. Not a happy result for him. 7th place in his Polo GTi. Sorry, my bad, guys. Results not coming through. We've got the results now. Justin Davies there taking the win. Melvin Gous in 2nd. Marguy 3rd. John Massou taking 4th. Jacques Jordan there taking 5th place, just behind his teammate, having dropped 3 places. Henry Kraus coming in 6th place. Tina Kubi in 7th place, and Jakovice having lost 3 places, moving down to 7th place. Class B is taken then by Donovan Vermaak, closely followed by Wayne Mitten. Karel de Bruin takes 3rd place in Class C. Rian van der Westhuizen manages a 4th place. Christian Liebenberg 5th place. Rudy van der Westhuizen 6th place. And then unfortunately, due to a qualifying ban that was not adhered to, Chris Foley and Marvin Simpson being disqualified from the results, and as will be the case in race 2. So unfortunately, we do follow the rules, and we do try and follow them quite strictly, and very unfortunate event for them. But we're going to cross over, not a lot of time to play around, so we're going to head out. We're going to have a 2-minute break. We'll be right back as we load into race 2. See the guys loading in. This will be a full reverse grid of race 1 with the top 6 being inverted. If I am correct, the grid order should be Jakovice in pole, followed by Tina and Kube, then Henry Kraus, Jacques Jordan, John Massou, Marguy. No, I've got it all wrong here. We see Marguy then on pole, next to Melvin Gous, so the inverted grid, not the way I expected it to be. Let's just make sure. Sorry guys, I'm a bit of a haze here. Just try to get the... And it seems that the grid isn't... Oh, the grid is reversed. It's only the top 6 being reversed. So we should have... Henry Kraus there. Henry Kraus then in pole. Sorry, my bad guys. It's a top 6 inverted grid. I'm going to cross over to the live streams. The guys are revving up and they are off. It is racing. We see Henry Kraus there on the inside there, having a good start. On the outside there, Jacques Jordan, followed by John Massou. So it's a 1-2-3 Mark 1 gold battle. All 3 teammates here in first place. They're closely followed by Justin Davies, Mark Guy and Melvin Gous in the polo and respectively a Mark 1 golf. Jaco Wiese there putting his nose in there, trying his best. Henry Kraus currently leading. He's followed by Jacques Jordan and John Massou. And we see the Mark 1 goals immediately putting a slight gap. We see Andre the Great there, obviously not from South Africa. He's on lunch and he's got to go back to work. I don't know if he's looking for kak here, but if you've got to go back to work, glad I'm not you. Then we see the Class A battle here. We're going to stick with this one. Looking in the background, we can see what is happening in Class C. We're going to try and catch up there. We're going to drop ever so. And we see Jacques Jordan going for a pass on Henlu. So Jacques takes the lead there. John Massou follows suit. Is that team orders or did Henlu just have a bad drive? John Massou, no, Henlu is not giving up, so he is moving. Jacques Jordan then taking the lead. Henry Kraus on the outside there. John Massou on the inside. As they're going to turn one, late on the brakes there. Oh, and Henry just puts the wheel on the grass, almost losing it. That lets Justin pass through. Melvin goes for a late pass. He's going to go for it. He puts his nose on the inside. He makes the pass, and this allows Mark Guy. So Mark Guy is now attacking Henlo. So Henlo has gone from a battle for first place to fifth place in a matter of one lap. Well, not one lap, one corner. And now Jaco Wiese sideways in the back there, almost catching up as well. If we look at Class C, we have Wayne Mitten there in the lead. He is being chased by Donovan van Mark. And then we see Rian van der Westhuizen there. Oh, that's Rudy again. Sorry, my bad. Rian van der Westhuizen there. Currently in third place, followed by Karel van der Merwe in fourth place. Karel de Bruin in fourth place. Chris Foley in fifth place. Christian Lundberg in sixth place. And then seventh place we have Marvin Simpson. And we see John Massou now. We have missed out on that one. We see John Massou now having taken the lead. Justin Davis in third place. Melvin Gous in fourth place. As they go to turn one, these guys are teammates. They do not want to mess it up. They touch through the corner there. Oh, and we see Henry Kraus there in the background again, losing it all on his own. He is not happy this race. He's not happy with the car. Henry, I think that Martini has run its course, but well, it's a four-way battle here. John Massou leading it. Jacques Jordan in second. Justin Davis in third. Melvin Gous in fourth. It's two Mark 1s, two Polos, all battling for the lead. Mark Guy Evers. Oh, and contact between the two teammates. John Massou and Jacques Jordan touching there, taking each other out. That has put him completely out of contention. John Massou, we see the rejoining midway, well, just ahead of the Class C battle. So, John has got his work cut out. He's going to have to try and fight his way back. Unfortunate event there now. I do believe that puts Justin Davis back. No, Melvin Gous in the lead, followed by Justin Davis. And then a massive battle evolving between Mark Guy and Jaco Wiese. It seems like Jaco Wiese has got his pace back in the Mark II Golf. Don't know whether he did some setup changes. But a massive improvement there on times. And he's on the inside of Mark, going for a move there. Will he be able to take third place there? Jaco Wiese in the Bitstream Golf, going for third place. Mark not an easy contender to deal with. And Mark says, no, but you're going to have to work harder than that. And then we see all of this has allowed Tina and Kube now to catch up. Also not very happy at the track. We saw it in qualifying. We saw it. He's always got the pace. He is struggling ever so slightly here with the Polo. Very tricky track. Very twisty. And if you don't get the setup perfectly in these cars. It does bite. Well, if you look at the Class C battle there, Wayne Mitten again. This time round, Wayne is putting a gap on Donovan for Mark. So Donovan driving the wheels of the car trying to catch Wayne, and Wayne saying, no, but you won race 1. I'm taking race 2. Sorry, not Donovan for Jordan, Donovan for Mark in the best drive polo there. Sorry guys, too many names, too many surnames. And Rian van der Westhuizen there in the in Racing Golf, currently in 3rd in class. As we said, a good qualifying time, bit of an off in race 1, and he is currently 3rd in class. Very good race there, keeping Carl de Bruin behind him. Not sure if Carl's able to catch up. Rian running ever so slightly so wide there, and Carl catching up quite a bit there. Then we have Christian Liebenberg in the CCB Polo following them in 5th place. Oh, and Rian getting the Golf a bit oversteery there, so that's going to cost him some time. Carl catching up. Then we see Chris Foley there. Don't know whether he's had an off. Yep, there was an incident earlier in the race which cost him quite a bit of time. And Chris Foley having to fight his way back from almost dead last in the pack. And then Jacques Jordan there in the Class A Golf really has his work cut out. He is way last at the moment. But we're going to go back to the lead here. We see Justin Davies there trying his best to try and catch up with Melvin Gous. Melvin Gous currently leading the race there in Class A and overall. And then the closest dice at the moment is definitely between Mark Guy and Jaco Wiese. So Jaco Wiese trying to catch up, Mark trying to catch Justin. And in the background there, we can see that John Massou now putting pressure on Tina and Kubi. So we're going to go with that one and see what happens there. John Massou on an absolute mission after being tapped by his teammate and losing valuable position as well as valuable points. Is not going to be hanging back. We know he's quick. We know he is super aggressive. He will not let a position pass him by. If he gets the chance, he will go for it. And you can see Tina under pressure there now from John Massou. John really pushing that Golf and trying every single move in the book you can think of to try and catch up and pass John and then head for the next driver. Again, John Massou there doing his best to catch up. Is he going to go for a pass there? No, can't really stick that one. Polo very late on the brakes. Tonight really pushing. Well, that might cost him some time. He runs a bit wide there, and John gets a run on him as they go down the main straight. The Polo has got the power advantage though. I mean, if that brick is already bent, so I don't know how it's going to be quick, but John is doing it. On the inside, late braking there. Does John go for a move? They touch each other and John makes the move stick. Tinai wants to come back. He hasn't got the power or the speed. Will he keep up? Will he fall back? John has got this car dialed in perfectly for this track. We saw it in qualifying and in practice. And he is going to push that Golf. Going to try and catch up with Jaco Wiese. We're going to go to that guy's Jaco Wiese there attacking Mark Guy. And Justin Davies now coming under attack from Mark Guy. So a lot happening here at the moment. Second place battle here in Class A and overall. Justin Davies getting caught by Mark Guy and then Jaco Wiese trying to keep up with Mark Guy. We can see the Golf is a lot better in race 2. As I said, not sure if he did any setup changes, but he's running a much better pace at the moment and keeping up with Mark Guy. Whereas in race 1, Jaco fell back completely. John Massou now, as we can see in the background there, is going to do his best to try and catch up with these guys. Jaco in the slipstream there. We're going to go to Class C at the moment. Not any moves being... Nope, not going to stick with that. Just so there we go. Wayne Mitten pulling away in Class C. Currently leading Class C. Second place. A bit of a sideways move there, Wayne. Job well done. He hangs on to it. Donovan Vermaak there. Quite a new driver in Class C. I think only his second or third race. And second place in Class C. Rian van der Westhuizen there. Hanging in third place. Doing a job. Well done. And Carl de Bruin there. Catching up but not quick enough, I do believe. Unless Rian makes a mistake, Carl might not be able to catch up with him. These guys are really so close on pace that the only way someone is going to catch up is that if there is a mistake. They are running a 50% power restrictor, so the Class A cars a lot quicker by default. and these guys having to make up a lot more through the corners, as they lose a lot in the straight compared to the Class A cars, whereas the Class A cars wheel spin and smoke and mess up the slicks a lot more. So very interesting racing, and it also requires two completely different styles. The one being a very powerful car burning up the tires, the second being an underpowered car that you've got to drive really smooth to get the lap times in. And as we go to the head of the pack, Melvin Gousley currently still in first place, Justin Davis in second place, third place Margai, Jakovic in fourth place. It seems, and Margai runs wide there. Will this allow Jakovic to catch up? Jakovic closing the gap there. Is he going to be able to make a move? He's putting his nose in there, he's going forward. Now if they start to get into a battle, that's going to allow John Masood to catch right up to them. And you can see Mark is feeling the pressure, runs over the curb there. Jaco going on the inside there, but also on the outside for turn 8. Late on the brakes there, the Golf bit more stable there. Jaco keeping the line, trying to get the momentum and get onto the main straight. We know the Mark one's super fast out of the corner. They're so light, they just get the grip down and they go. Jaco is in the slip there. Mark covering his line. He's allowed only one move, so Jaco's going to go for the outside. Mark is going to keep the inside line. Jaco's going to try and get as close as possible as he can to try and get a move somewhere around the corners if Mark makes a mistake. But Mark, an old hand at this, not making any mistakes. He keeps Jaco at bay, doing a splendid job there, hanging on to third place. Fantastic racing going on here, guys. As I said, Margai, an old hand at this, Jaco is having to work his ass off to try and pass him, and Mark is not making it easy at the moment. All of this, John Masood has caught right up to the guys, so he will be putting his nose in there and trying to make up lost positions. As I said, currently championship leader, and he's got to try and get back as many points as he possibly can to keep him up on top. But he has got his work cut out. These guys are not going to make it easy for him. They are super close, as said in qualifying, only 0.3 of a second separating these guys, and they are really at 110%. We're going to stick with this one. In the background there, we see Wayne Mitten still leading the race. It does seem like Donovan has made up ever so slightly, but I don't think it's enough yet to battle for the lead for Class C. We'll have a quick view there, and Tinai there in the background falling back from this field. He is absolutely not happy with the car on this track. I reckon we will try and get him sorted with a setup, and hopefully next time round he will be back on pace as he usually is. One of the quickest drivers on SRA, but struggling a lot on this event. As said, Margai now under a lot of pressure from Jakovic, and Jakovic now coming under pressure from John Masood. And we also see Justin Davis is putting in the drive of his life. He is actually catching up to Melvin Gousley. So not sure if Melvin has burned out his tires or whether he's just getting brain fade, but Justin is surely but slowly catching up to the leader. And this is something we'll keep our eyes on towards the end. But look at John Masood now. John has fallen back, so Jaco is trying every move in the book, trying to get a better drive, trying to make the line wider. But Mark has got it all covered, and John is on the rear bumper of Jaco. So Jaco has now got to worry. He is in an MK1 sandwich, and unfortunately for him, he is a double-decker patty there. So the big heavy Golf is going to have a hard time to keep the little John Masood behind him. This should be an interesting one to watch. Just need to get my breath here, guys. As I said, usually I have Ryan in here helping me out, and not an easy one to cope with. But yeah, a lot of racing going on here. Battle for third place at the moment. And now as Jaco gets under pressure from John, this allows Mark to ever so slightly pull away. So currently Mark looks like he might have third place unless he makes a mistake somewhere, which I doubt because he is an old hand at this. I do not want to give him the commentator's curse, but he is very, very quick always. He is super fast and consistent, and it's going to take a lot to push him into some sort of error. But now Jaco is coming under pressure from John Masu, and we see Andre there. If the doors didn't work, it wouldn't be an MK1. Yeah, Andre, we've seen in this league, they see how badly they can break him. If they can't break him during the race, they will try and break him after the race. So far, nobody has got it right. I think Wayne has the record for the most bent car. But as we can see at the moment, I'm just going to make a quick drop there. We've got the straight coming up, so a lot might be happening there. But Wayne Mitten putting away from Donovan. Donovan in second place in class, unable to catch up. We're going to go back to the leading field. Margai there on the inside, just covering his line. Jaco on the outside, he just cannot get that run onto him. Under brakes from Mark one just ever so slightly quicker, and Mark just keeps his line. Jaco's got the work on the outside. Well, it seems like he's got the run, but now as they go towards turn 2, Mark on the inside there, Jaco has to back out of it. John looking for a way past these guys, and passing one car is difficult. And believe me when I say passing Margai and Jaco ahead of you while in battle is near impossible. John is going to have to work super hard. We see Justin Davies there. He is not giving up. He is pushing really hard for that first place. It seems like Melvin Gous has pulled away ever so slightly. And yeah, Devin Milani saying there, it's funny to see a goal that's not dropped. They are quite dropped. If you look at Henley's class, car, it's much higher, but they're quite low to the ground, even though they can still go a bit lower. But looking at this, John Masuna, he's in the slip of Jaco. Will he be able to make a pass there? We've got to keep an eye on this one. Is John Masu is going forward. Bit of a touch there between Jaco and John Masu. I'm just trying to get his car. So as John has pulled off the move, he got on the inside, he pulled the move there, late on the brakes. Jaco falling back then, so John is going to have his eyes set now, and both cars, Jaco putting the golf in the sideways drift there. It's not a rally car there, Jakes. And we see them going in there. John now having his sight set on Margai. As I said, Margai not an easy driver to catch. Super fantastic to race against him. Always clean, always respectful, and he will make it super hard for you. Now all of this has allowed Justin Davies to pull away from the rest of the pack. Currently in second place. He is trying to do his best to catch up with Melvin Gous. We see Rudy van der Westhuizen in polo, having done a stop-go penalty, being caught by the lead cars. This might play a slight role on the distance between the guys, that in the sense that Rudy is allowed to keep his racing license. These guys have got to find a way to pass him without incident, and yeah, it might work in the favour for some guys. It might not, but we'll keep an eye on that one. They've got about 2 laps to go, so I doubt they will really catch Rudy, and it will make a big effect on it. But we see in the background there, Jaco not holding back. He is attacking John Masu at the moment, and I hope these bloody names will start shifting around so I can get back to the cars as quick as I want. Sorry guys, as I said, not the live timing you're used to. It's something we're working with. It's a post-recording of the actual race on Sunday, and as I said, watching the stream now for the first time, we only watch replays with incidents, and the racing here, very interesting to see. And we see Melvin Gous there taking the win. That was the last lap. Melvin Gous taking the win. Justin Davies, another fantastic race, taking second place. Guy, I must say, the drive has to go to Margai. Fantastic racing there. Another third place, hanging in there, keeping these guys behind them. They are not easy contenders. Job well done. Second race results then. Melvin Gous taking first place. Justin Davis second place in Class A and overall. Margai 3rd place, John Masu 4th place, Jakovice in 5th, Tinahi Nkube in 6th, Jacques Jordan taking 7th place there after a bit of a getting together with his teammate. Henry Kraus, spinning out on his own, lost a lot of time there, dropping 10 positions, but coming in 8th place. Unfortunately, we lost some of the guys there with disconnections and load shedding. Actually it's 10 overall places, so Henry dropped so much he actually finished 11th overall, even though it was 8th place in class. Then job well done to Wayne Mitten, taking 1st place in class C. 2nd place there, Donovan Vermaak, another fantastic drive, 8th overall, 2nd place in class C. Karel Lebrun, 10th overall, 3rd in class C. Rian van der Westhuizen just losing out there, taking 4th place in class C, but job well done. 5th place, Christian Liebenberg, coming up from class D, being thrown in with the big guys, taking 5th place. Not a bad job at all, Christian. Rudy van der Westhuizen, having taken a drive-through penalty, coming in 6th place and 14th overall. And then, unfortunately, as said earlier, Chris Foley and Marvin Simpson, infringement on a qualifying ban that was not taken, sees them both being disqualified. They had some good racing, but unfortunately rules are rules, and we do have to apply them, even if it's not nice to do it. But okay guys, we're gonna go for a quick 5-minute break, and then I will be back with classes B and D, which is something to look forward to. That's all I can say. See you in a bit. Be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. We're going to load in the server for class B and D. As I said, class B, these guys are, believe me, they're not slower than class A. It's just it got to a point where we had to split them. Otherwise we would have had a class A with probably disastrous results. But they are not slower than class A at all. And then we have got class D, which is our lady drivers as well as newcomers to sim racing and SRA and the league. So you might find that there is certain drivers, new names to the grid, that runs away in their class, and especially class D, and you will see them in the next stream on the next event in a much higher class where they will have to work to keep up or even win for that matter. Well, as we see the guys, they are loading onto grid now. I'm just quickly going to try and give you the qualifying results here so you can get the names and everything for the cars and drivers taking part here. As I said, I usually have my co-pilot, Mr. Reliable Ryan Riddick, with me. Unfortunately, and sad for him that he could not be here because he really wanted to be here, but due to things beyond our control, he cannot join us. So Class B, pole sitter there, as I said earlier, a guy who's made this Mark II Golf work for him is Sean Olivier in the PZN Racing Golf. You will see he's got the green rims and hood scoop to make it a bit more familiar to you. Henko van der Berg, second place, fantastic qualifying position there. These are guys that will find themselves in Class A very, very soon. Eugene Kaiser, having come up from Class D to Class C up into Class B, taking third place there. Werner Hubert, all the way from TG Racing Simulators. He's put a whole team together. They are racing in his shop and having a good team building effort. If you guys want to go around there, have a look, go join them. Super guys to meet. I would love to meet them one day, and I reckon it's around the corner. Get some Namibian guys, Yandre, Michael, all of them, and head down there and give them a visit. Fifth place there, Yandre de Penard, another PZN racing car in fifth place. Christian van der Berg, Zodiac Racing, brother of Henko, in sixth place. Actually met him only 2 weeks back. Quite a nice guy, very quiet, but super fast once he gets into the racing. Seventh place there, Michael Rust, having returned from a fishing trip. I think he's still a bit wary and bubbleless, trying to get his pace back. He is a top contender in class, but currently seventh place on grid. Didn't get the joy he would have liked out of the polo. Then we go to Class D, newcomer Luciano Benani. This is one crazy banana, guys. He absolutely killed the guys in Class D. As I said, this is one of the guys running with a 75% restrictor, taking pole only 0.9 seconds behind the Class A guys. So he is definitely moving up a class. Melvin Gous there, just driving in the race for the fun of it. Also in a Class D car to see what's happening in racing and keep an eye on things. Nonetheless, racing really hard and trying to battle with the guys. Then we have another one of the TGN Racing Simulator guys, Kalani and Glovu, coming up through the ranks very, very quick, taking third place in class. Ethan McDowell, TGN Racing Simulators, fourth place in class. Another new driver, JP Johnson, teammate of newcomer Luciano Benini, in fifth place. JP Brunt, sixth place for Vivid Racing, fantastic result there for him. Keegan Paxton, Mark 1 Golf in seventh. Denise Hubert, our first lady driver in the TGN Racing Simulators Golf, coming in eighth and first for the ladies. Tavonga Kadzwiga, another TGN Racing Simulators car, in ninth place. Marius van Wyk, PZN Racing, 10th place in Class D. 11th Class D, Adrian Gous, SRA Bitstream, son of Melvin Gous, only 13 years of age, coming in 11th. 12th place, Namibian Jacques Potgieter in the only Bri Racing Polo, coming in 12th. Second lady driver, Caroline Joseph, PZN Racing Polo in 13th. Chantal de Jager, fiancée of Michael Rust in a Volvo Cars Namibia Polo in 14th. And then Dylan Conway driving with a broken knee, still being here in 15th place in the Pro Tinting Polo. So we're going to cross over to racing a full field here, guys. It is going to be super close, and a full grid coming up. This should be one for the books, and we cross over there. We're going to stick with Sean Olivier in the PZN Racing Polo. We see Henko van der Berg there. Now I've got to get used to Henko and not Henlu, and van der Berg and not Kraus. You guys are making me work, man. Fuck it. Yeah, you're the flying banana there. I think that's a sticker that needs to go on your car. Luciano Benini, the flying banana. Okay, jokes aside, guys, the guy's revving up. We're going to stick here with the lead. Try and see what happens into turn one. I think we might go to the Sabre Racing car of Eugene Kaiser. That will give us a better view of the guys up front. The nose view of Werner Hubert just sticking out, and he is going to be hoping for a good race. Unfortunately, Werner not having a good result in his last round. Super good start there, good qualifying, and the guys are off. And we see Sean Olivier immediately taking the lead. Henko van der Berg moving into second place, third place there. none other than Eugene Kaiser, 4th place. Christian van der Berg, 5th place is that Jan-André Dippenaar, who had one hell of a start there coming through the field, and from 7th place up into 4th place, well, battling for 4th place at the moment, and he's closely followed by Werner Hubert and Michael Russ. So we're going to go to that dice. They are right on each other's bumpers, and we're going to see what's happening there. So Jan-André Dippenaar currently in 4th place. He's followed by Werner Hubert, and we see Werner there losing under braking, and that sees Werner spinning out as well as Michael Russ. So a bit of a bad one there for the guys. Not quite sure what happened there, but about 4 or 5 cars involved there. It looks like Michael might have run into the back of Werner, and it caught a bit of ripple effect. But nonetheless, the guys currently racing for the lead. Sean Olivier PZM Racing in the lead. He is followed by Henko van der Berg. 3rd place we see Eugene Kaiser in the Sabert Racing Golf. And then in 4th place currently, that will be, yes, that is brother Christian van der Berg and Jan-André Dippenaar contending for 4th place. So it's still 5 cars within close distance of each other. I'm trying to figure out, I do believe that is Werner Hubert in 6th place, trying to make his way back after he's off. Yeah, that's Werner Hubert, and you can see there, leading Class D by a country mile plus more, with a 75% restrictor. It's insane. As I said, Luciano Bonini, his first race ever with SRA in Class D, and he is in between the Class B cars with a 75% restricted. This it's insane. So they say, there's a saying in rallying, if you want to win, hire a Finn. Well, if I've got to put my cards on someone at the moment for track racing, I'll go for Italian. Don't know if he's got a Ferrari Pupol or something, but he's flying. And you can see the power difference there as Werner pulls away. That's what I was talking about on the straight. These cars just they've got no chance of keeping up. Werner having to fight his way back after and off there. So currently in 1st place in Class C, with F. Luciano. He is followed in 2nd place by one of the TGN racing cars. I do believe that is the car of Ethan McDowell. No, that is the car. Well, job well done. That is Kulani Nduvu, currently in 2nd place in Class B. And he is being chased 3rd place. No one has not scored any points, but he is up there. So guys, this just shows you there's a Class A driver behind the Class D guys. That shows you the talent that there actually is in Class D. So these guys are not slow. Don't think because they're running behind the Class D cars they're slow. They're running a 75% restrictor. So hats off to these guys in Class D. They're working just as hard. They're driving just as hard. They're just a bit, how should I say, down on power. But going back to the lead, Werner Hubert there trying to make his way back. It seems like Jan-André Dippenaar has lost a bit of ground there on, yeah, he has got not a lot of ground, but a bit of ground on Christian van der Berg. Then 3rd place still at the moment is Eugene. Sorry, I flipping forgot my headset. So if I was soft, you can slap me now. Seems like all is in order here. Yes, so Jan-André Dippenaar not losing a lot of ground, but he is falling back from Christian van der Berg. And as I said, the Mark II Golf not happy on this track. The only driver who's made it work is Sean Olivier, and it's a massive battle here between Sean Olivier and Henko van der Berg, currently for the lead for Class B honours. Henko there on the outside, Sean keeping the line inside. Henko backs out of it. Can he make a move? Is Henko trying every single move here? But Sean, also another old hand at sim racing. I think I've raced against him at far back at 4 years. and he's made his return to AC and immediately found his space, and he is currently leading the Class B Championship. Very tricky guy to pass, very respectful driver to race with, just don't piss him off, he will bite. But an all-round great guy, and currently leading Henko van der Berg. Henko, one of the youngsters, all balls and hard, and at times no brains, so they do make mistakes, but he is super fast and he's pushing the polo as hard as he possibly can at the moment. Coming down the main straight there, so not a lot going on here. Sean has more or less got it dialed in. It goes a bit sideways, but Henko having lost a bit of ground there. We can see in the background there that Christian van der Berg now is slowly but surely catching Eugene Kaiser. So is that another battle evolving? We're going to have to keep our eye on this one. And we see Jandre really struggling. He is not happy. He said before the race, after qualifying, he used to love Aldo. In this car, he hates it. The Golf, not happy here. It doesn't suit the car. It is a bitch to drive. Eugene running a bit sideways there. Will this allow Henko? You can see the Mark 1 really soft at the back there. I only picked this up now. Once he goes through the long sweeps, you can see the rear end dipping a lot. And his Golf is super low compared to the others. Now as you see Christian, we know the Polos are quick on the straight, but we also know that the Mark 1 gets super fast out of a corner. So the gap is not being closed in the up ahead or in the foreground there. I don't like that word a lot, but it seems like Henko just can't catch up to it. But we have got Christian van der Berg now catching up, and Eugene again putting that Golf sideways. He's really low at the back, strangely enough, compared to the other Golfs. Henko there losing out some time. Jandre Dippenaar trying to catch up, but he's just not right up there in pace as he would have liked to be. And then we see Werner Hubert. Werner on the other hand seems to have got this car sorted pretty much. He's catching up really quick, and he is putting in a super performance. Lap times are showing it, and he is really moving after he's off in the first lap. Werner Hubert from TGN Racing Simulators really pushing hard, catching up, trying to get back some points. It is into the drop zone now where your worst results are being dropped, but still you want to try and make up as much as you possibly can. Then as we go back to the Class D battle, Luciano Bonini on his own running away from the rest of the field. We can see Michael Rust there in the Class A Polo after he's off trying to fight his way back. You can see between him and Melvin Gous there's almost a full straight length. That is how fast this guy is. Melvin Gous there currently driving a Class D car and having a massive battle with this name is so difficult. Sorry for that, Werner, but I'm trying to Kulani and Ndlovu in the G5 TGN Racing Simulators Golf. Too many G's. Ndlovu, so sorry for that. We see Ethan McDowell there, been here from the start of the league, and he's being gone from strength to strength to strength. These guys racing a super close race. Ethan there really driving his heart out in this Golf, and he is not slow. He's getting into pounds. You can see him here doing a hell of a job. Currently leading lady driver, that will be Denise Hubert. And wait a moment, now Werner has caught right up to Jandre Dippenaar, and up ahead we see another battle between Eugene Kaiser and Henko. So a lot happening here. So guys, sorry, I'm trying to and a bit of a touch there. I'm trying to just keep posted on what's going on here. As I said, I haven't got the eyes and ears I usually have, but Christian van der Berg has now caught up to Eugene and immediately fell back after some contact. But you can see Eugene is really pushing that Golf, as is Christian. And then we have Werner and Jandre Dippenaar at the moment. Werner attacking Jandre, and this should be an interesting thing to watch, because Jandre is a super clean driver, but he does make that Golf wider than any normal car would be, plus more. And this should be interesting to experience. Sim races, Yandra I know for a fact, rally driver, race driver, and I do believe Werner does have some race experience, a lot of it actually, and he tries to coach his guys. They've got 7 TGN cars in this field. He puts a lot of work and effort and time into it, and fantastic to see him out there battling Yandre de Penaar. Oh, and Werner putting it a bit sideways there. That Golf, I know for a fact, is really, really slippy under braking. It's like having a trolley with rear wheel steering. So we've got to keep an eye on this. We've got another battle, and Christian van der Berg there, he is catching up with Eugene again. So Christian is putting a lot of pressure now. Oh, and a bit of contact there. That look, if you look at Eugene's car, that is definitely a netcode error. The car bouncing all over the place. Unfortunately there, Christian backing out of it, and you can see Eugene having had recovered from that netcode, but this now has allowed Yandre to catch right up. Werner backing out of it, not sure what's happening, as he would be seeing the cars jumping all over the track. So massive ping spike there by Eugene, and this has changed the whole scenario at the moment. So massive battle going on there. We're going to stick with this one, guys, because this is the closest battle on track. We've got Eugene Kaiser leading here, this little 4-way battle. Christian van der Berg being under attack now by Yandre de Penaar. On the inside there, Werner Hubert playing Mr. Wiseman, knowing that something is bound to happen, and he's going to wait for it. And as soon as he sees a gap, he is going to make the best of that gap. Oh, Werner running a bit wide there, putting that Golf to the limit. Christian is not giving up. Christian wants to get that position back. Yandre is just going to play it safe. He knows he needs the points, and he is going to make sure he gets those points. You see a backfire there from the Golf. So he's also revving the hell out of that car. Christian van der Berg. Werner now catching up with Christian. So quite an interesting battle evolving here. As I said, we're gonna try and cover the rest of the field. If we look up ahead, there seems to be another battle there. We're just gonna go. We see Jacques Potgieter there from Namibia. Again, Henko van der Berg. He is into the back markers now. That's what I was seeing. So currently still in second. Sean Olivier up ahead. The car between him. We've got the car of Keegan Paxton there. In a new livery. He hasn't got it yet, but it's on the stream. Sorry there, Keegan. And Sean Olivier still leading at the moment. Then we've got Henko van der Berg in second place, unable to really catch up. And then the third place battle, as said, is the big one going on. Eugene Kaiser there in third, Yandre de Penaar in fourth, fifth place Christian van der Berg, and sixth place Werner Hubert from TGN Racing Simulators. And it seems like Eugene is getting away now, because Yandre is trying to keep these guys at bay, and that allows Eugene to run his lines, whereas Yandre has to defend, and the guys behind him has to really try and find a way to get past him. And as I said earlier, Yandre, super clean driver, super hard to pass. You will not get by this one easily. He knows how to block. And I don't mean by blocking, he knows how to keep a racing line without you getting past him. As we go back, Luciano Bonini there, all on his own. As I said, he's got it in the back. He's got nothing to worry about. He's just having fun, getting used to the Polo, unknowingly moving up to Class A, I do believe, from what I understood. But super fast. JP Janssen, one of our newest drivers as well, behind the TGN Racing Simulator car there of, I think that is in Louisville. I'm not sure, we have to check. I think that's the car of Ethan McDowell. But yeah, that's the car with Ethan McDowell. So JP Jansen not doing a bad job at all. He might find himself also in a high class. We've still got to do that tonight after this live stream. But as I said, Luciano Bonini leading the class D battle at the moment. He is then followed in second place by Kulani and Blue, who is under a lot of pressure from Melvin Gous. So Melvin Gous having decided now that he's going to try and put pressure on Ndlovu, and Ndlovu making the best of the moment and driving one hell of a race, and I can vouch for it because I was driving that car, and hats off to these drivers. I was battling with him, and it was super fun to race with these guys. They really, from where they started a couple of races back to where they are now, job well done to Werner Hubert. I've got to give it to him. But enough said, we're going to go back and look at this. Jan-Ray Deppenaar and Christian van der Berg in a massive battle. And Werner there right behind them, as I said, waiting for it to happen. So this is the battle for fourth place. Christian van der Berg has got his work cut out. He really needs to work now. The tall youngster all the way from South Africa having to contend with Mr. Deppenaar, a big guy. I would not try and bump him. No, that would not end well. Christian closing the door there, unfortunately that cost him. That is the aggression in Class B. But that's racing, guys. These guys, we've seen Class A, they do tend to be the older guys. Class B, the youngsters trying to take on the older guys, and the older guys they don't usually have the balls, but they've got the knowledge, and it bites. As I said, Christian, they're going for a move that was not going to happen. I saw that coming, and before I could read it, it happened. But yeah, that's racing for you guys. He's moving up. But back to the front there, we see another battle involving, just want to get to the right name here, guys. So much happening here. Yeah, Werner Hubert and Christian van der Berg. After Christian had a bit of a slip off, he's returned superbly, and he has now to contend with Werner Hubert. So can he catch him? We see up ahead there Jan-Ray Deppenaar having passed one of the TGM cars. I'm not sure who that is. It seems, oh, that is Denise Hubert. That's wife of Werner Hubert being led by the guys. So she will wisely step out of husband's way, or she might not have a rig next round. Oh, just joking, guys. This is probably one of the lady drivers that I've seen who races one hell of a race. I've only seen one or two other lady drivers that drives like that. Unfortunately, they've moved on from sim racing, as women do tend to do. You either like it or you don't, and we see them crossing the line there, talking so much cuck, trying to keep track with everything. But yeah, that's the end of the race. A lot happening throughout. As said, I haven't got my eyes and ears, so if I did miss anything, guys, please, I'll take my hiding. Yeah, thank you, Werner. We can see you. As we cross over there, Sean Olivier there taking a well-deserved first place again, extending his championship lead. Henko van der Berg, job well done, just could not keep up, taking second place. Eugene Kaiser, fantastic job. I think it's his first podium ever with SRA, taking third place overall and Class B. Jan-Ray Deppenaar, fourth place there after a hard-fought battle. Werner Hubert in fifth place, Christian van der Berg sixth place, and Michael Rast, quite an uneventful event, but bringing home the points with a lot of guys having load shedding. taking 7th place there. I think we had 8 or 9 cars not attending tonight due to load shedding and being away for the weekend. Class B usually is the biggest class. I think they've got 15 or 16 contenders, but a lot of guys unable to attend. Class D won by none other than the Flying Banana, Luciano Banini, sorry. I'm not going to stop, you know it. I mean, his skin is absolutely awesome, or his livery for his car coming up. And as said, he will be racing with the big guns next time round. Fantastic job there by Kulani and Luvu, taking 2nd place in the TGN Racing Simulators Golf. Ethan McDowell taking 3rd place. I drove with these guys all race, and they were super nice, super respectful, super clean racing. I think I gave them more bumps that they gave in the entire league to anybody, but it was testing them, Vanner, and trying to just get them into the groove, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Well done, hats off to these guys. JP Janssen there, first race, 4th place there, 11th overall in the polo. Denise Hubert, first lady, 5th place, job well done. Adrian Gous, 6th place. JP Brandt, 7th, I think that's his best result to date. Jacques Potgieter coming home in 8th place. Marius van Wyk in 9th. Keegan Paxton 10th. Tavonga Kazuka, bit of an off there in 11th. Melvin Gous disqualified. He's not in this class. He just raced there to do admin duties. 2nd place in the ladies class, we have Caroline Jooster in 13th. And then Dylan Conway in 14th place. As I said, driving with a knee injury, struggling a lot. Unfortunately, we lost 3rd lady driver Chantel de Jager due to equipment issues, and then wife of Martin Mainkies from SOL, whose wife could not join due to load shedding. The 4th lady driver we could not have. Guys, sorry, it's hold on. My tongue is flipping moorto from all this talking. I'm not used to doing this alone, but we're going to cross over. We're going to do the Race 2 event, after which we will have some interviews for those wanting to have a chat with us, give you some info on what's happening in the future and what's planned for SRA ahead. But stick with us. It's going to be a short 1 minute and a half, I do believe. Then we will be back on track for Race 2. And I was watching the replay earlier just to get a quick glimpse, and there was some super close dices. So stick around, bear with us. I know it's getting late. It's 9:15. It is a long night. It's been a long weekend, a long week. But yeah, stick with us. As for me, with my shit commentating, I'm not used to it being doing it alone. So it's a bit of a cuck situation this side. And with YouTube results, I can't even play music. So anyways, we see the guys on track there. We're going to cross over. It's a full reverse grid of the top 6 of Class B being inverted of overall. And then we have the rest of the field coming in. So if I am correct, it should be Jandre Dippenaar or Michael Rust on pole. And we're going to go to them and see what's happening here. No, they're quite far back. So again, the grid is confoculating me completely. And then again, so for some reason, no, that is the wrong race. I'm so sorry, guys. For some reason, the replay has duplicated itself, but I'm loading in the correct one. So what I did is I copied the replays for the guys to watch after Sunday, posted on Discord, and I literally uploaded the copied links. So that is my bad. I sincerely apologize for that. It's been a long weekend, it's been a long evening last night, and it's been a long night tonight, so super sorry for all the mistakes at the moment. Bear with us. Good racing coming up. And I'm trying to see here who is on pole. And it does seem like it is Henko van der Berg. No, that is Christian van der Berg who is on pole. Yeah, Christian van der Berg on pole there. Right next to him we have Werner Hubert in the TGN Golf. And they're revving up, they're going to be off. And they are off. And a superstar there by Eugene Kaiser. Sean Olivier trying to get his nose in there. Jandre Rippenaar also on the inside. He's not going to hang back. Michael Rust. And look at Luciano Benini in a Class D car right up there with the guys. He knows he's not allowed to battle them, so he will back out of it. But right on the rear bumper of the Class B cars, doing a superb job. I'm absolutely stunned by the pace of this guy. And Christian van der Berg, fantastic start immediately. Putting a gap and allowing the rest of the field to contend with Eugene Kaiser. So Eugene Kaiser under attack now from Werner Hubert. Behind him we've got Jandre Deppenaar, followed by Henlo van der Berg, Michael Rust, and then Class D leader Luciano Benini. Behind Benini, Class D is being, again we've got the TGN guys. I just want to check which one of them it is. I do believe it's Ethan McDowell. Yes, Ethan McDowell there running second in Class D. He's followed by Kulani Ndlovu in third place, and fourth place there's Sean Olivier. So I'm not sure what happened there to Sean, but he's got his work cut out to have to get past the Class D cars in an ordinary manner and find his way back to the head of the pack. Now Ethan McDowell there putting, and we see Luciano making a slight mistake there. So Ethan now on the rear bumper of Luciano. So Benini having to battle now. He's currently in the lead, but he's being chased hard by, and in Luwe they go running wide there. Werner having made his way past on the straight, and he's now past Ethan as well, and he will be having his sights set on Benini. And we see the two TGN cars there. Ethan really doing a good race there. He's lost a bit of ground now to Benini, and Ndlovu, who is, I'm quite impressed by the pace of this guy. He is super fast. He's a great driver to race against, currently in third, and he will be attacking his teammate, that's for sure. If he gets the pace upon him, he is going to attack. We've got to go back to the head of the Class Class B guys as well as overall. Oh, and look at this. Henko van der Berg, Jandre Deppenaar, Eugene Kaiser, Werner Hubert, and Michael Rust, all in a massive five-way battle for second place. So this is something we're going to have to look at. Werner there taking second place at the moment. I think, yeah, that is Werner Hubert taking second place, followed by Jandre Deppenaar. Eugene Kaiser going for the inside there. He does retain, well, it's still a side-by-side affair, but it seems like Henko's got the better drive there now. Werner in second, Jandre in third, Henko in fourth, Eugene in fifth, and Michael Rust in sixth. And then we see Sean Olivier right now back into play in seventh place. So we have got 6 cars in battle for second place at the moment. Now all of this is allowing Werner Hubert to slightly pull away. And he is going to have to really pull away, because he knows if he makes one single mistake, that is going to be a whole pack of wolves right on top of him. There we see Henko van der Berg being passed there by Jandre. These guys are in a massive battle. Eugene Kaiser, Michael Rust, Sean Olivier, all of them battle for third place now. It's 5 cars. Huge fight. We see Omar there. Omar, I'm not going to spill the beans. I know what it's all about. I'm super, super excited for you. I wanted to send more than a thumbs up, but yeah, it's going to be big things, and can't wait for you to return, and can't wait for the big news to come out. But super excited and glad you're watching the stream. But back to the racing, guys. Werner Hubert there in second place, pulling away from the rest of the field. Super glad that he, after last weekend, he's got a good result put in, and he is actually catching Christian here. Now we can see Henko under pressure now from Jandre under pressure from Eugene. And then look at Eugene and Michael. They are not falling back. They are hanging in there, waiting for these guys to decide what they're going to do. I mean, all 5 of these guys are actual racers, if I'm correct. And you can see that they're not hanging about. They are absolutely racing to the bone. Henko there, pulling ever away so slightly. Jandre dipping on the inside there. Guys, I know we want to support the ladies. We want to support Class D, but this is the... Oh shit, and then I just threw my glass over. But this is the excitement. This is Class B, battles for second, a 5-car battle for third place. Sorry, my bad. Christian being caught there by Werner. Third place, Henko. Fourth place, Jandre. Fifth place, Sean now having moved up 2 spots. So Sean is on the move here. Sean not holding back. He is leading the championship. He is giving it his all. And he's got to attack teammate next. Let's see what happens there. I'm not driving. So Henko there, guys, really pushing it. But I wanna watch this battle evolve, because this should be an interesting one. Jandre Dippenaar in the PZN Racing Polo ahead of teammate Sean Olivier in another PZN Polo. And then another one I want to check, Werner Hubert there. It seems like Christian is putting away ever so slightly. So Werner is pushing that Golf. You can see him braking really late. But Christian has got this car dialed in. We saw in race 1, he's got the pace. He just couldn't get through the field. Yeah. And so Werner not all that far back. If Christian makes one single mistake, he will have it. He will be right there to take the move. So Jandre Dippenaar there being caught by Sean Olivier. Henko has slowly pulled away. So it seems like Jandre has got the pace, but as soon as the tyres heat up, you can see understeer that it's as if the Golf doesn't want to work for him. So he said earlier he didn't like the track. He wasn't happy. Whereas Sean is happy in anything. And he's absolutely flying, trying to make up. There we see Michael Russ in the background, and he is having a massive dice there with Eugene Kaiser. So Eugene falling back ever so slightly. Michael also not in a happy place. This is not an easy track to drive, guys, and if you did not practice getting the setup right on this track, not the easiest of feats. And we can see it from most of the guys running at the top, usually who did not get time to practice and really struggling. But look at that, 2 teammates side by side. Jandre Dippenaar, Sean Olivier side by side as they go down the main straight. Sean on the attack. He's not going to follow team orders. He's not going to listen to anyone. He wants the points. He wants to get back. He had an off early in race 1, and he's coming back through the field. Fantastic job there. In the background there, Eugene Kaiser, Michael Russ side by side. Oh, a bit of a touch there. Nonetheless, they get through it. Michael has made the move on him. And then again, Class D leader Luciano Benini is just out of reach of the Class B cars with a super underpowered Polo. But that will all change towards next week. So Benini there in his maiden race with SRA in Class D. I can tell you now, he ran this car into the 110s. compared to the 111s of the rest of the field, and a fantastic race by him. Ethan McDowell from TGN Racing Simulators, currently in second place in class. He is in 9th overall and not too far behind Bellini. Then the second class D cars of TGN Racing Simulators, Kulani and Luvu, currently running in 3rd in class, and he is followed by Tavonga Kadzik there in the 3rd car of TGN Racing Simulators. Then we have JP Jansen, his first race with SRA, currently running in 4th place in class. No, that is 5th place in class, my bad. He's followed by the Bitstream Polo of Adrian Gous in 6th. And we got to go back to the head of the field. Very difficult with all the Class D cars and not having any live timing at the moment, as this is a recording, and not having Ryan with me, who always studies the results and everything and gives me all the info. But we're getting there. We're about halfway through the race, and I think a lot of racing coming up. Werner Hubert there, well, he's slowly catching up to Christian, to be honest. But we've got Henko now, he's got clear air, and he's been fast all weekend, and it should be interesting to see what happens from here. We see Rudy there saying hi Rudy, I haven't seen too much of you tonight, but glad to see you joining. Probably had your power nap now. So guys, I'm just waiting for everything to unfold here, trying to follow what's going on and see where the closest dice is at. Trying to watch Vanner catching up, but you can see Henlu is definitely catching up. Janre Dippenaar ever so slightly falling back, but not too much. It seems like the Mark II Golfs on this track goes into a phase where they're quick and then they more or less run out of tires, or they just get squirmy, and then all of a sudden towards the end they get back into the groove again. So Class B pretty much settled down. We're going to run through the field. Melvin Gous there having a dice with Keegan Paxton at the moment. Running a Class D car, just having fun with the guys and checking the racecraft on his rear bumper as they go onto the main straight. We see ahead of him we've got Adrian Gous, the second of the Bitstream cars. Bit of a battle there going on, bit of fun. These guys just having some fun. Keegan, one of the new guys, and really a nice guy to race with, getting into the groove of SRA and close racing. Then we see Henko there, unable to catch up. Eugene Kaiser falling back from Michael Rust. Tavonga Gutsvik now, he's been passed by JP, so somewhere along the line Tavonga has gone off and JP has worked on that. But up ahead we see a dice between the two TGN cars, and I think we should drop to that one because I do believe that should be a good battle. So at the moment, Luciano Bonini leading Class B by a country mile. Class D by a country mile. I mean, it is insane how far ahead he is. Newcomer to Class A as of tonight. And then we have second and third in Class D. Second place Keegan, Ethan McDowell, and then in third place Kulani and Luvu. They are absolutely battling all night. First race they were on each other, second race they're right on top of each other. Fantastic driving from these guys, and I mean they've come from strength to strength to strength and really doing a good job. And in the background there we see JP Jansen in quite a nice battle with Tavonga Gutsvik. So Tavonga Gutsvik getting to the groove. I think it's only his second race or so. Unfortunately, three of the TGN racing guys not being able to join tonight. That is Wesley Vosloo, it's Omar Khan, big things happening there. So, yeah, well, if you're Class A, you're Class A. I'm not gonna argue about it. But oh, and look at this. I'm not sure what happened to Werner, but Werner has caught up right with Christian, and Henku is right up there. So something happened. I don't know if the back marker's coming into play there. We see Caroline there moving out of the... No, that is not Caroline, is it? But wisely moving out of the way there. Well done to the Brazilian car. It just was too fast to follow. But look at this. It's a three-way battle for the lead now. And it's two brothers. So it's Christian van der Berg, Werner Hubert, and Henku van der Berg. All fighting for first place here. So this is what it's about, guys. This is going to be an epic battle towards the end of the race. Henku on the outside there of Werner. Werner not going to back out of it. Oh, then at this, look at the youngster losing the rear end there. It seems Christian is the wiser one. He just pulls his way. Henku is the nutcase. He wants to slide, and he reminds me of someone I know who sits opposite of me sometimes. And look at this, guys. Top three now, 1, 2, 3, within striking distance of each other. We see Dylan Conway there driving with a naked knee, moving out of the way. Don't want to get involved in these guys' battles. And this should be one for the books to watch, as they've got literally about 4 minutes remaining. Christian driving the race of his life to take the win. Werner Hubert in another fantastic result. As we said earlier, if he gets a clean race, he's going to be someone to deal with. And and bit of contact there. Can he hang on to it? That Golf has not got the torque, but it hangs on to it. But now this allows Sean Olivier to catch right up. So Henku pulls away. Sorry, Christian pulls away. Werner drops back. Henku drops back. And Sean Olivier now comes into contention for second place within the closing stages of the race. Come on, guys, hang on to it. Do not bump each other. Keep it clean. I'm getting stressed out for your part. And look at Sean. Sean is absolutely flying. He can smell a podium. He's not going to hang back. Werner has got a slow car to contend with. He makes quick work of it. JP being caught out there, but he moves out of the way ever so wisely. Henku right on the back bumper of Werner there, and then we've got Sean now who's got the slip there. What's going to happen here, guys? They've got, I think they are on the last lap now as we go into it. Henku van der Berg going for the outside. Werner has got one block to do. He's done it. He's on the inside. He's going to try. Oh, and he locks up the rear. This Golf is very, very tricky to keep settled under braking. Henku is giving me the shivers. Werner driving the race of his life. He is just keeping his racing line, keeping Henku at bay. Sean is trying to catch up, but with all the braking, all the dice going on, he can't really put the car in place. Look at this. Henku is really giving it his all. Fantastic driving here by Werner Hubert. He's putting this car. He got some lessons from Yandre in the first race, and he knows now. Just keep your line. Do not budge. They have to get by you. Clean. And Henku is working his butt off. He knows he's got a super fast Sean Olivier behind him. Sean is trying to get his way past. These guys are driving. And look at Christian. Christian has won the race. Werner Hubert there takes second place. Henku van der Berg third place, followed by Sean Olivier in fourth place. Fantastic into a fantastic race, guys. Well done. Luciano Bonini there, I think he's already passed the line. He was so far ahead. Now we see Luciano there taking Class D honours, his first race with SRA, a country mile ahead of the rest of the guys. Ethan McDowell there coming through the last corner, takes second place in Class D, 9th overall, followed by teammate Nkulani and Bluvu. JP Jansen there, still in a white livery. His new car looks absolutely fantastic. Coming home in 4th place in Class D, first race with SRA. Keegan Paxton, job well done. 5th place in his JPV Patrol. Well, that car's not purple anymore. It looks like something shat on it, but it was in the wars. Adrian Gous then there taking 6th place in Class D and 13th overall in the Bitstream Polo. 7th place and 1st in the ladies class. Denise Joubert already in pit there. Melvin Gous not being scored as he was only doing it for the fun and admin purposes, looking what the restrictions are doing. JP Brandt from Vivid Racing, another good result. I mean, this guy only started sim racing 2 months back and already getting better by the minute. Caroline Euster, 2nd in the ladies class, 10th place in Class C, 17th overall. Marius van Wyk for PZN Racing, 11th Class D and 18th overall. Dylan Conway driving with a naked knee, taking 12th. And then Tavonga Jikwa, he was up in the running. Unfortunately, a late off cost him a lot of time, and that was it. Well, guys, I thank you for watching. I think that was a super race to watch towards the end. With a lot of new stuff happening, new rules coming out, the incidents being sorted. We don't like being harsh on the guys, but it's come to a point where the racing is so competitive that we have to be. But I must say, from all the responses I've got and all the messages I got, all the guys are taking it in a very respectful and professional way. And it's only going to build everything to a bigger stage, towards the next league, towards everything. We're going to try and get some of the guys in here. As said, we couldn't do it between races, but we're going to have a chat with the guys with me in the studio. I've got Mr. Justin Davies moving from Class B into Class A. You were thrown to the deep end. I asked you before the race, Justin, are you ready for it? And you said, let's go for it. And you made it work.
Yeah, it was fun going up to Class A. Put a whole bunch of practice in, and yeah, it just paid off in the race. Got a good qualifying. Started on pole and then just try to stay ahead. Some good races in between. It was really fun.
As said in the stream, Justin, Class A is they're not much quicker than Class B. In fact, they might be slower, but there's a bit more of the guys know how they race. They've been racing so long together. So at the end of the day, the main goal is to eventually get to Class A.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's everyone's goal going into racing is to be at the top, and yeah, it makes it better. I mean that's what everyone aims for, and to eventually be in Class A and to do well. I think that's really cool.
Well, I want to thank you for joining there, and I want to thank you for being here, and fantastic. I mean, we were all stunned. Race 1, I couldn't catch you. Race 2, you were on my bumper, and a 1st and 2nd, well done.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's great to see the hard work paying off.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Well, we've got Christian here with us, with his mic muted, so I don't know if he wants to talk to us. Christian? Yeah, there we go. Well, Class B, epic battle. And race 1, not so much fun, but race 2, you saw, you came, you conquered. the pace is there, but it's so difficult once you lose two positions, you just can't make it up in Class B.
No, it's true. The racing is so close, and everyone is battling, and you have to drive defensively constantly, and the margin for error once you do get away from the pack, it's so small. It's one wide line, and you're on the grass, and you do 2-3 tenths. But overall, it was great racing. I struggled with some setup still on the car with some on throttle overs, understeer, but yeah, overall it was very nice. Had lovely battles with the guys, and yeah, just so glad to be here.
Well, job well done on the second race one. I mean, that was towards the end. It was insane to watch. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was super close. Class B.
Thank you, Melvin.
And now we have the flying Italian, aka Luciano Banana.
Thank you.
Luciano,
I
I
had to
mean,
laugh when you said that.
you came in, you saw, you conquered. I mean, I'm looking forward to racing you in Class A. We had a bit of
Me too.
a feel for it in Class D. I was trying to keep up with you, and in all honesty, guys, I could not keep up with this guy. Now you're gonna move up to Class A. You've got loads of experience in this, and we're looking forward to have you there. And just your presence coming to SRA with your teammates and everything, absolutely fantastic. And we want to welcome you with
100%.
open arms.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. No, we got a good backing team. A whole bunch of us is sticking together. JP, Andre, everyone. We're sitting with a bunch of guys at the moment in our Discord, just watching this and all loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Well, I want to thank you guys for joining. From what I've seen, the guys building skins for you, and you just throwing out the orders, true Italian style, and it just brings a whole new spin to SRA, and we're loving it. I want to welcome
Thank you so
and
much.
job well done. I mean, perfect.
Well, also thanks to Justin for his setup. That setup was rock solid. He was just saying to me now, his setup wasn't understeering as much as what I was dealing with, but yeah, he says that he doesn't know how I dealt with it.
Justin says he can't do setups. He's lying.
Oh, that thing!
I'm
that
telling
thing
you
rock solid.
live now, he's lying. He is super fast.
That car had extra turning that I didn't need. I hardly turned in for those corners. That car was stable for me.
Oh, guys, again, there you meet the flying banana, and
Thank
I'm
you.
going to put a banana on his car. Luciano, happy to have you with us, and see you this weekend on a crazy track.
Thanks, and thanks for all the support from everyone.
Shopping. Ciao, ciao. Well, we're going to try and get team leader of PZN Racing in here. Yandre, are you with us? I'm not sure Yandre is listening. I think he has unmuted. Anyway, guys, until he returns, if he wants to talk to us, coming up on SRA, for those still watching, a lot of big things. We're going to have the return of the Polo Super Cup, which will be the second half of the year. Yandre, you with us?
Yes.
Sorry, I was just going to tell the guys what's happening, but fantastic racing by the team tonight, PZN Racing. I mean, you and Sean showed on the stream what racing is about. You had some fantastic battles in both races. And your thoughts on the whole series? I know the MK2 is not the easiest car to drive. The Polo each car's got its own advantage. Moving now into the territory, except for Tony Russ, which I know is horrible in reverse. But from there, we're moving into the MK territory. We know Sean is super quick. He is leading the championship. As probably one of the better drivers on SRA, your thoughts towards the end? in general?
Well, Marvin, you mentioned on your race tonight we practiced it a bit. I don't know what's going on that track. It's slippy as you don't want to know. And with the MK, it's even more difficult. And yes, Sean, he's quite fast. I just can't get my setup to suit my driving style like he did his. And I normally like Aldo, but yes, with this MK2, I just hated the track. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see the next few races how it goes.
Well, guys, we have got some admin duties to do. Got to get together with the stewards. There's going to be massive class changes, guys moving up and down. With the 3 race drop results, it doesn't really play such a big role. If Vanner was here, I would have made an interview with him, Omar. I would have loved to. But it seems like he's a shy person. He doesn't like to talk. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you. Tomorrow night we have got, just to go into what's happening, tomorrow night we've got the Historics, which is basically based on the Springbok series. Old cars, rear-wheel drive, big Mustangs versus Ford Escorts with weight penalties. As Yandre said earlier, he's got to drive a 1-ton Escort because he's been doing too good. But it's a fun league. The guys chat away. They really have fun in it. If you want to join, we're up to, I think, 19 cars now. It's almost an Escort league versus a Rotary league, but there's a couple of big bangers in there. Ryan Ludick trying to tame a 600 horsepower Mercedes. I've gone over to a Mustang. We've got Dewald Lambert in a Ford Fairlane, which is absolutely beyond my mindset why he wants to drive that thing, but he's super quick in it for some reason. That is being streamed by Pieter Geldenhuys, who does a fantastic job with the graphics and always nice to watch. So join us, have a look. Coming up for SRA in future, it's a 3-season league or 3-season year for us. Sundays and Wednesdays. Next up, we've still got a long way to go. We're only on round 6 now, 14 rounds in the GTI Challenge. But coming up is the Polo Super Cup, which for those who've driven it is an absolute fantastic car to drive. Although we have made some body changes, it's basically a new car. It's the old car with a new body with a couple of tweaks, but it still handles as it always did. That car will be launched once we do the league. A big thank you to the person who developed it and built it and fine-tuned it. Then the next Wednesday league will be something very, very special. It's something that's been asked for a long time, and we are busy getting the cars together. I'm not going to go out on that one too much due to obvious reasons, but it's something very close to, I believe, most South African motorsport enthusiasts, and a racing series that died a long time ago, and we've spent hours on it I've been spending a lot of time with an overseas developer, and it's going to be something to watch out for. Other than that, we do our Friday lobbies when available. If we don't race, we just talk cuck and have a nice chat, and just you meet new guys, you make new friends. Instead of just racing together, guys, join in on the fun, have a chat with the guys. On track, he seems like an idiot or like a doos or whatever, but once you start just chatting to the guy, and that's how we build a relationship, not just off track, but on track, and race closer together. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us, being here, to all the guys taking the time to watch the stream. And we'll all see you on next week, Tuesday. Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining.